All right, guys, welcome back to Buffalo Baddies. I'm all over the place here. As you can see, we have a few guests today. We have one of my dear friends, Laura. She owns Niagara Down Under. I'm so out of...
Can you guess what we brought?
Okay, let's get right to it. Do they have names?
Let's let them out, and then I'll talk all about them. Let's do that.
Let them out.
So everybody can see what is screaming in the background.
No introduction.
No introduction. You're okay. Come on out, baby.
They're huge.
They're just babies.
They look so much smaller on
So,
camera.
this is Clover and Crush, and they are year-old Asian small-clawed otters.
They look like baby seals. Is that what they are?
No.
Okay.
Nope. They're not a seal, but they are adorable. Aren't they adorable?
Oh my gosh, look at the fish. I gotta get this angle. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is not going to be a traditional episode. Usually I have cards, we flow into stuff. The otters are stealing the show. So we're just going to kind of roll with whatever they want. Let me see what the otter stuff is. So funny. Well, I guess, what's the... Oh my God, hello. Off the bat, do you have an animal with, the biggest attitude? Do they... What is their personality?
These guys, yeah,
they
absolutely.
have an attitude.
Yes, absolutely. It's their way or the highway. So these guys are Asian small-clawed otters. Just to kind of give everybody a background, these are not the otters that you're going to see native here to the U.S.
Oh.
These guys are native to Asia. Now, these ones were captive born and raised in the U.S., but that obviously is not where they're native to. They're kind of the big hype right now. People are loving hanging out with them, loving doing otter swims. We're going to be doing otter swims shortly with them.
They're going to be swimming?
Yep, and then people can go swimming with them.
Oh, no way. Don't come at me with that big fish in your mouth. Gross.
But these guys are the smallest species of otter, so they're only going to get to be about 9 pounds when they're full grown.
Can he chew on that?
Yes.
Okay. Not the gate, there's a string.
Yeah. Oh, it's a piece of hay, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they get into everything.
So how, you said they're one.
Yeah.
And these are the smallest ones?
Yep,
Do you have
smallest
any
species.
other species of
No,
otters?
we have 4 total, and they're all this species.
Look at them. They're like humans.
Now, obviously, by nature, otters are not going to be sitting here in your studio hanging out and being comfortable. They're very nervous of new places, things. These ones are only comfortable with this because I've gotten each of them when they were about 4 weeks old, and we've hand raised them, and I've driven them everywhere with me, so they're very comfortable in new places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by nature, they're not tame like this. They're not friendly with people. They don't like change. They certainly wouldn't want to drive in the van to downtown Buffalo for a podcast.
Really?
But because we've put so much time into them, that's why they're totally okay with this. They've been to so many different places with me, so.
So you have to train them then to do exhibits and be around people.
Yeah. And it's not even so much training. My biggest thing with all my exhibit animals is that I don't force them to do anything they don't want to do. So basically it's just desensitizing, just making sure they're used to different noises, smells, people. It's pretty much just time, a ton of time.
And what if they don't get used to something? You don't have them be around people then?
There's not much that they're not used to, so they do really good. The only thing I have to keep an eye out for is if they've kind of decided to shut down or be done doing encounters or programs and things like that, then we stop things. I always tell people when we're working with otters, we work on otter time. Again, I don't force them to do anything, so if they decide they're tapping out or they're just not engaged, then we put them away.
Okay. So I guess some of the things I had are more like fact or fiction. So is it true that they hold hands while they sleep so they don't drift apart?
So super cool. That is adorable. And I know a lot of people have seen that. Now that's going to be more your sea otters because sea otters spend most of their time in the water. So when they nap in the water, they hold hands so that they don't lose each other while they're sleeping. Now these guys, they are very tactile. They love to touch. They love to be around each other when they sleep, and they do snuggle and cuddle.
With each other.
Yes. But these guys are the most terrestrial otter species. So they spend a lot of time on land, more so than a river otter or a sea otter. So I really don't see them holding hands like that, like you'd see a sea otter doing. But that's just so they don't get away from each other in the ocean.
They don't seem like they ever calm down enough to hold them. Can you ever cuddle with them?
When they were babies, the only thing they liked to do was be held for the most part. But now that they're older, being held.
He sees himself. Sorry.
In the mirror. Is there another otter, Coral?
Stop it right
cute.
now.
Oh.
Is he playing hide and seek with himself?
She's like, I might be
Or
nervous.
she
There's
is?
another otter.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Now I lost my train of thought. But that's okay.
I got
Look
this.
at her.
They think
There's a mirror over here, so she thinks there's another otter. What is that?
Oh, so when they were babies, they like to be held.
Yes, I'm sorry. When they were babies,
No,
they loved to
don't
be
be.
held. They couldn't stand being put down. But now that they're older, being held is their least favorite thing. Unless they're tired, they will snuggle and cuddle when they're tired. But yes, they're very active almost all the time.
Really?
When they do finally sleep, they're out cold.
For how long?
They do sleep through the night because they're kind of on our schedule, but they'll sleep for a couple hours in the
Careful.
afternoon when they get tired.
That's it?
Yeah.
Do they like to be pet?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like a limit to how much fish this one can eat?
So right now, you would not believe it, the amount of fish. So 80% of their diet, of course, is fish-related things, whether that's shrimp. Right now, they're eating some smelt. They eat salmon, they eat tilapia. But we're going through about 4 pounds of fish a day for all 4 of our otters.
So they eat like a pound a day?
Yeah,
Well,
they
this
eat
one
a
eats a
lot,
little
yeah.
bit more.
Yeah, they eat a lot.
Do otters keep their favorite rock for life?
Kind of the same thing. You're going to see your sea otters because they have a place to store it in their arm, and when they're on the water, they do tend to keep a favorite rock that they'll, break open clams and stuff like that.
So that is a fact, but these seem more, are sea otters more just common when people think of like otters? That's like zoos.
I
and
think
stuff?
so because you're starting to see the Asian small claws more because a lot of people are actually doing the encounters with them. And there's a lot of people on TikTok that have them. So you're seeing these guys more. But I think as a general rule, historically, people really picture a sea otter when they picture an otter.
Oh, you better eat that fish.
Oh, it's going to be in your nice white rug.
Yeah.
You're going to know they were here forever.
Stop it. That is crazy. They're so cute. How much do one of them cost?
So how it works with these guys, first of all, for starters, you have to be licensed. We're licensed just like a zoo facility, so we have all our accreditations and licensings and things like that.
Oh, and
Now,
sorry, too, not to interrupt, for anyone that comes here for services, this is a completely separate area than where I do any of my services. So,
good point.
yes, just needed to bring that up really quick with the fish and the carpet.
We're not going to have the smelt on the tables.
No, all the tattooing and stuff. A whole different, there are several rooms in between that one. Okay, go ahead.
And we
Sorry.
disinfect too. Yeah, we have to be, that's actually very important
As a
because a
cleaner
lot of
company, yeah.
people have fish allergies. So that's something you have to be very mindful of. And I do when I do encounters because even though people know that an otter eats fish, if they're very highly allergic, you don't want to come near an otter because they could have remnants of fish on them and stuff like that. So that's something that I have to be very aware of and make sure I remind people of. So that's a good point, really.
Do you ask on a waiver?
We do. We have a
Yeah.
waiver that we sign, have them sign for all that. And also they're a wild animal. I have them very tame. They're super friendly and they're awesome. But you never know. You could always get bit. If it has teeth, it bites. And these guys are actually never going to be completely domesticated, of course.
Right, it's just not in their blood.
Yeah.
So how does it work acquiring one of these?
So we purchased them. I have 4. We purchased them from 4 different facilities in the U.S. We've got 2 from Florida, 1 from Georgia, and 1 from here in New York State.
Oh, they're not.
None of them are related. Nope.
Oh.
And the theory behind that is I don't intend to breed. That's not my plan because I want them to stay friendly and do, experiences indefinitely. But if I was going to breed them, what I would do is I would raise these 2 separate from my older 2, and then I would reintroduce them at breeding age because the theory is they're not going to breed if they're raised together.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah, theoretically.
They
So-
recognize each other as
Yeah.
family or something.
So we shall
Wow.
see, but my goal is going to be to neuter the males when they're old enough. My oldest 2 are about 1.5 years now, so.
And is there can you go to a regular vet clinic to have them neutered? How
I
does that
have
work?
exotic vets that are willing to take them on. So when I started this whole thing and got my licensing, of course, I made sure that I had a vet that was willing to treat exotics.
Local?
Because, yes,
Locally?
yes.
Yeah.
I actually went to school with a vet that treats them for me. And she's awesome. When I started to get into exotics, I called her up. I'm like, I'm sure you're not bored with, all your doctoring things, but let's do exotics. And now that I got the otters and that, I think she wants me to put a halt on anything. But this is going to be my last species because it's a lot. And this is really the last species that I wanted to do. So, and these guys are so time consuming.
I'm sure there's so much work.
They just need a ton of enrichment. They need a ton of, and they're expensive. Back to how you acquire them. So we have all the licensing, and then what we do if we acquire a new species is we have to set up their enclosures, their habitat, whatsoever, and then our inspector comes out, checks it. And then, but they are about $8,000 a piece to purchase. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I always kid around when I'm hanging out with them that I've got a nice car worth of otters in my otter habitat. But
wow, that's crazy.
Which is good though, because it keeps, because unfortunately, well, there are some states where different animals, and I don't know particularly on these guys, but there's a lot of states where you don't have to be licensed to have certain exotics, and I am, for one, not a fan of that because they're so specialized, and I think that you need to be licensed to have any type of exotics.
Yeah. On that topic, I know you mentioned something about the laws changing for. We do have a baby kangaroo here. Laws changing for those too, and handling those. Yeah,
so historically, my business, Niagara Down Under, we have traveled with our animals. I've been doing this, gosh, I hate to date myself, but it's probably been about 30 years now.
Oh my God, you don't look like
it. Oh, thanks. And I think as of December, the laws are going to change, at least specifically with our kangaroos and wallabies, where we can't travel with them anymore. She's like, I'm a little explorer. So as these laws are starting to change, we're going to start kind of working towards having encounters and experiences at our facility as opposed to over the road with the animals that we can't travel with.
Can you play? She play with these?
She can.
She can?
She might break them for you, though.
Oh, that's okay. I'll give them back to Amazon still.
I don't know what happened to them, but they weren't right when I got them.
Wait, do you want to play? Oh, I just want to snuggle one all day, though. Isn't it the most frustrating when you... Hang on, let me give it to you over here. Hello. Here. No. What do you see? Here.
She's like, it's not quite as fun now that you're letting me have it.
Oh, you want to play with it? Do they have, like, toys and stuff?
Yes. Yep.
This is crazy. And there is our... Okay, that's just a fish. I'm like, you're not kidding. Okay, true fact or fiction, are otters rodents?
Rodents?
Yeah.
No, I don't want them to be rodents.
Yes, false. That was just
I'm thinking rodent, but my first thought went to my kids' rats.
Do otters have...
I don't even know, actually. I don't think so.
False.
It's false.
Like
they're not a rodent. They look like it. They look like a ferret.
They do look, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, true or false? Otters have the densest fur of any mammal. This is a hard one.
True.
It is true.
Yeah, true.
Fact.
I forget what the exact numbers are per area on there, but I do know that.
Yes, I feel it. It's very thick and yeah. Okay, fact or fiction? Otters are naturally friendly to strangers.
No, no way.
That is false. Okay, fact or fiction? Otters smell like fresh laundry.
Oh, that is fiction.
Very, very fiction.
What would we say they smell like now? Oh, they're very musky.
Kind of like ferrets.
Yeah, ferret.
That's what I smelled it like. Good thing the cleaner's coming. So, okay, fact or fiction? I guess I didn't put this one on there, but can an otter beat a grown man in a fight?
I'd say yes. An otter could tear somebody up pretty good.
Yeah. I think that was...
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Could ask my husband, because my one otter, Casper, I can pick him up all day long and he won't bite me, but if anybody else does, he'll lay him right open. So.
Really? Oh, yeah. Are they sharp teeth? They look like it. And there is a risk of them biting, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you let people hold them and stuff?
Not hold them, but what we do is people can go inside with them.
Oh.
So like if you went in there, they'd be jumping all over you. They'd be climbing on your hat. My rules for when people interact with them is just don't try to grab them, restrain them, or pick them up. Other than that, you can pet them, all that.
So I can sit in there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going in. I probably should have put pants on for this, but... I hope I don't sit on a fish, but... Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, she'll come in now that you're in there.
Get in there. Get in there.
Do they go to the bathroom like on things?
So they generally have a communal area that they like to go to the
Trying to go
bathroom.
in my
Oh yeah,
shorts.
you're gonna have hands in places.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
What are you doing?
You cannot go
cannot
up
have
my
her stuff
shorts.
over here. You don't want her things. She's in there with you. Why are you? You're.
Oh, I can't try to pick them up.
But you can touch them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can touch them,
You
pet
can't
them.
go in there.
Oh, they're gonna stick their hands in everywhere.
So, yeah, because do they go in like pockets? I feel like that was a good question.
Oh yeah, everything. They will go in everything. And if you have anything on you, they will find it.
Really?
Yeah. And it doesn't
should
matter
put
for right
something
now,
in the pocket and see
obviously.
if
But
they
when
find
people
it.
like come to the encounters, I always tell them, you know, don't wear jewelry if you don't have to, or dangly things. You're fine, obviously, but because they do like to grab things, they like to steal things. Their favorite possession.
smart.
Yeah, they are. Their favorite possession at home is an Armani, Giorgio Armani perfume cap that they stole from somebody's purse.
Stop.
It's like their pride and joy right now.
Oh my God, they're going to my shorts. So what's something? Let's see. What is like really crazy fun facts maybe that no one would know? How long do they live up to?
10 to 15 in captivity.
10 to 15
Yep.
in captivity, which is obviously better.
And actually, I
In the
think that their
wild,
wild
they
is
last.
pretty similar. Some animals do tend to live a lot longer in captivity. Otters tend to have the same captivity as they do in the wild.
They really like to burrow.
Yeah.
They're trying to get in everything.
Where are you going?
Do they get along with other animals?
So because these guys have been raised with our animals, they will hang out with our dogs and our cats. They'll hang out with our other animals, but we never leave them unattended.
I'm sorry, no, my phone. I want
Oh,
to take
sorry.
I think a safari selfie footage. So you don't leave them unattended.
Yeah.
With other animals.
Yeah, because they definitely, something could go south very quickly with them.
Yeah, and they're tiny. Tiny.
Oh,
shit.
these guys would have the, like, I don't worry about, like, my dogs. I worry about, or I don't worry about these guys getting hurt, but they could definitely hurt the other animals. Especially with 4 of them ganging up on them.
Do they have to be in? Wait, they're chewing that. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. Do they have to?
And this is mild. Like, normally, look at.
Do they have to be in like a certain temperature?
Well, like, what are you guys doing to her cards? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Do they have to be in a certain temperature?
These guys have a pretty broad range when they're older like this. Like their enclosure at home, they have indoor-outdoor access, and they will go out and play in the snow in the winter time. But
Oh, they could be in the snow.
I don't leave them out there for long periods of time, but they do like to go out there and play and romp in it for a little while. But all their enclosures are heated too. So
And do you have them outside?
yes,
Okay.
they have a.
Whoa. You guys are nuts. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to grab
No, you're
them.
fine.
Oh. Do
fish
their
is gone.
enclosures have like a
little
top over
yes,
it? Okay.
because they can climb. I mean, they can climb a lot better than anyone would actually.
Do you
think.
guys want to pet them or something before?
Oh yeah, come on over and say hi.
Before she. Okay. Good. There we go. Okay. Hi. Oh, you miss your pouch. Do you miss your pouch? Hello. Oh. Oh. Is this a girl or I think it's a boy? Hello. How big will this little guy be?
So he's a red kangaroo, so they're the largest species. They can get up to 6 feet tall when they rock back on their tail and stand up.
Really?
His dad, I have to look up at him when he stands up.
Really?
And he's got the big piece here.
Is that the main one?
Yes, that's the one we don't share space with.
That's the yeah. Yeah, so a little bit about will they jump on stuff?
Not so much. They're not the most graceful things when it comes to that. Now we have wallabies too, and the wallabies will jump on things, but not so much the kangaroos.
Hello, baby boy. And the mean one's his dad?
Yes.
And where's the mom? Do they stay in one together?
Mm-hmm.
The dad and the mom?
Yep.
Do the babies go in there?
Not once we pull them. So when they're 5 months, we pull them from mom's pouch. So he's been pulled for a few weeks now. And then we go ahead and we bottle feed them from that point on. And that basically just kind of ensures that they're going to be used to traveling and people and noises, kind of the same as the otters.
So after 5 months, so they're born in the pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
No, they're born through the vagina. Their gestation is 30 days.
Oh, okay.
So they're born, and then they climb up into the pouch, which is really cool because they're just like a baby mouse. They can't see, they can't hear, they have no fur. They're like the size of a lima bean. They're tiny.
Wow.
So they make that way up to the pouch, and then that's where they stay.
Oh, he likes me. Hi. Well, do they have to be in a pouch to hold them?
It's best. It's like comforting for them.
Yeah, because they're kind of like fragile.
Yeah.
They're pretty bony.
And at this age, he's probably what I would call like 90% pouch time. So 90% of the day he wants to be in his pouch, 10% he wants to be out.
Really?
And as he gets older, that'll lessen and lessen. And once he's done with his pouch, he'll go out with the rest of our kangaroos. We have about 20 kangaroos and wallabies.
You do? Mm-hmm. And I know you've told me before the dad is will fight. He will kill someone.
He could, yes,
He
very
could kill
easily.
somebody.
So all our other males are neutered, so they're all tame, they're calm. But our big male, we shift him. So if he's out with everybody, we will shift him into a small holding pen while we're out there, while we're cleaning and stuff like that.
How big is
There's
an
some pee happening, just so you know.
Oh, how big is thank you, enclosure?
They have about an acre.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah, they have a large outdoor area, and then they have a large indoor area, which is climate controlled for them.
Wow. Oh really?
Now, hopefully, I don't know exact dates yet, but like I said, our business has always been on the road. We go to fairs, festivals, birthday parties, things like that. But with the changing laws, we're kind of working towards having things at our house. So down the road, we'll be doing the otter swims. We hope to have a Australian walkabout where you can go out and walk with our mob of kangaroos, and you'll see our sulcata tortoises, you'll see the capybaras. So
Wow.
we're just kind of working on all that now. And we live in the town of Cambria, so we can't just have, it's agricultural, obviously, but it's a pretty residential area, so I can't
is
just
it?
open up like a zoo, so everything will have to be, unfortunately, based on like a private encounter, which, is good and bad. It's going to be a little more expensive, but you're going to have a more intimate, kind of
Yeah, I would prefer
one-on-one.
that
Yeah,
than just walking
Yeah.
through. And what defines a zoo? Like, how many animals defines a zoo, or what species, or like, if you have all this at your house, like, who's to tell it's a zoo or not?
Yeah, well, I think, it's anything you call it. I could call it a zoo, I could call it a farm, I could call it a sanctuary. As far as that's concerned, I think it just is whatever you choose to call it. Obviously.
Okay, so there's not like a...
Yeah, and my biggest problem, like when I say that I can't do that, is my parking. We just don't have a big parking lot. Just the way we're set up is just not for, where if I said, hey, we're open 10 to 5, come see the animals. If I had 20 cars, I couldn't accommodate it on our property, so that's what would make it difficult. Now, did you hear his little chattering there? He was like teeth grinding.
Yeah.
That is just, that's a little bit of a, not necessarily a stress thing, but that's possibly I'd like to get back in my pouch, or that's kind of how they communicate.
Too.
He says, I feel better now that I
nervous?
peed.
Oh.
No, that's just usually when they get out, they pee. And he had a bottle before we left here, so.
How many times a day do you bottle feed them?
So he's eating, I'll show you the bottle too, it's kind of cool. So he is eating about 5 times a day at this age, and it's kind of neat.
Oh, because we could feed him, right?
He might eat right now. He might take a little bit so I can show you.
Look at him go!
So he is new at eating, so eventually he will take this all by himself, but for right now, I do have to kind of not force him, but show him. And once he has a hold of it, you can hold it, and the only rule is don't squeeze, which you really can't. And then just keep an eye, and when he's ready to be done, he'll kind of start spitting it out.
Wow. When do you do this until how old?
So it depends on the individual. I've had kangaroo joeys that want to be done with the pouch at 7 months. I've had kangaroo joeys that want to be done with the pouch at 12 months when they're huge and way too big to carry. All of our adults will still take a bottle, which is good for...
Really?
Well, if we're trying to do medication and stuff like that, it's nice to have a way to do that because we don't want to have to sedate the animals or wrestle them.
You can't get close enough to like give it to them?
Oh, I can. You could go up to, you guys could go up to all my kangaroos. They're so tame. But when it comes to doing anything, same thing with the otters. When you have to restrain them, then that becomes a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Do they have how's their memory?
So kangaroos are not the most intelligent creatures. They truly are not. Like, people ask, do they know their names? They really do not. They do know us as keepers. They know people. They can tell when there's strangers. They can tell when there's new dogs. But as far as, people ask me, can you train them to do tricks? No, not really.
Aww.
Everything with them is just routine and consistency.
And you said anyone can own them?
No, you have to be licensed for them as well.
Good, because...
And that's not everywhere, unfortunately. There's a lot of states where you don't have to be licensed to own kangaroos, and that's kind of one of my biggest pet peeves.
Is there a limit to how many you can have?
I don't really think there's necessarily a limit, but you only want to obviously have as many animals that you can safely, financially, and also the area that you have them in. You want to make sure that they're comfortable and content, not overcrowded.
He loves the bottle. So I had some fun fact or fiction about... What's the difference between a joey and a kangaroo? Are they just called baby joeys?
Yeah, so a joey is just a baby kangaroo. That's a generalized term. When they're young, they're called a joey.
Wow. Do they, you don't bring him in the house at all, do you?
Oh, yeah, he lives in the house.
He lives in the house? Oh, my God.
You'll find him hanging on a doorknob or a shelf or, at this stage of the game, he's pretty much hanging throughout the house during the day.
What a dream.
And then once he decides at whatever age it is, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from now that he doesn't want to be in the pouch anymore, then he'll go out and he'll get reintroduced to our mob and he'll live with all our other kangaroos.
Wow, and they won't hurt him?
No, actually, kangaroos are pretty good at accepting new ones.
Really?
If I had a couple, intact breeding males, that could be a different story. But for the most part, they're pretty accepting.
And why do they get so angry, the males?
It's not necessarily that he's angry or mean or bad. He's just being a breeding kangaroo. He's protecting his mob and he's doing what he's supposed to do, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's one of the craziest things that has happened in your line of work to you? Or anything you've seen?
Crazy. There's so many. I don't know. One of the things that really is funny to me, that will always be funny to me, is a lot of times I will be traveling with animals in my car, and it's second nature to me. Like my one kangaroo, my first kangaroo, he's 12 this year, Lilo.
Wow.
He's so awesome. He'll go in elevators. We go to WIRK. He's
That's
done skits there.
insane.
He's done parades. But
Stop.
I have one. Well, I have a different vehicle now, but I have one vehicle that I'll transport the animals in if I have to, like besides our truck and horse trailer. If I have to go to the vet or whatever. So we had a Vibe for many years, and he'd be in the back of the Vibe, and the windows aren't tinted, and I'll be driving along. And like I said, it's hard to imagine, but it's not that I forget that he's back there, but it's just I'm so used to it, I don't think anything of it.
Do they make noise?
No, not really. They'll chatter if they're nervous, but I've gone through drive-thrus a few times where I'll get up to the window to pay or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh,
Stop.
Like literally, because I forget. It's just, it's not, it's old news to me,
Right?
And I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah, that's a kangaroo, no biggie. Like, doesn't everybody come through here with a kangaroo?"
Right.
So that's kind of funny.
So it's been 12 years then since you've had them?
Kangaroos. Yeah, I've been doing this business for probably 30 now, actually.
What was your first animal?
So I started out
species?
doing petting zoos and animal experiences with livestock and sheep and goats and llamas and horses, pony rides, things like that. And then because we do a lot with nursing homes and kids with cancer, I have a few friends in the South that have, back then had joeys like this, and they are great for taking into a nursing home. I mean, we can pass that guy around to a couple hundred people in a day, and it's not going to stress him out.
Really?
again, going back to I don't like to force my animals to do anything they don't want to do, he's perfectly content with that. I mean, you imagine if he was in his mother's pouch, the mother's bouncing around all day.
He looks pretty content.
Yeah. So now my other animals, of course, I can't take a rabbit and pass it around to 50 kids. It's going to get stressed out. It's not going to like it. But these guys actually, they love to be snuggled. They enjoy being close. So they're just a really good animal for that.
Oh, is he licking or biting?
And then, of course, a lot of people ask, well, what do you do with the babies when you're done with them? Well, we don't really, we're not done with them. That's why we have 20 kangaroos now.
I know.
We don't just get babies to use for this and then dump them. Because, there's a lot of places out there that do. They'll get baby animals every year. And then they'll just
I want to see a big one.
Yeah.
Not more than a baby, but I want to see a human.
Exactly. And like the same thing with my otters. The babies are cute, but when they're adults, they're just a blast. And raising them is kind of a pain in the neck. It's a lot. So I kind of like them when they're older.
How long do kangaroos live?
They can live like around 20 in captivity if they're taken care of properly and healthy in that.
Wow.
Although I will say my Lilo, my 12-year-old, he's starting to show his age a little bit this year. Not like health-wise, but you can kind of see, he's got like that old man look to him,
Really?
Yeah.
Do you bring any of the big ones in the house?
I haven't recently, but they could. I mean, there's a couple of them that'll go right inside the bookings we do it a lot in nursing homes. A couple of my bigger ones will hop around inside the nursing homes.
That's amazing.
I could bring one in here and he could cruise around and,
Damn, that would be so awesome. Which animal requires the most maintenance?
Otters.
The otters?
By far.
Yeah, they're noisy little guys.
Times. Because they're so active, they're so intelligent. When you get things like primates that are super intelligent, or otters, or even parrots, they need so much enrichment. I mean, can you imagine being stuck in a cage and you're that intelligent and not have enrichment? Where, not to knock a kangaroo, but they're not intelligent. Yeah, like they require a large area with each other, food and water, and they're content. I don't have to buy them 50,000 different toys. I don't have to do a ton of enrichment things with them. They're just kind of happy doing their kangaroo thing. But when you get into the super intelligent, higher thinking animals, it's definitely a lot more. It's a lot more financially. It's a lot more time. So I would definitely say the otters.
How many animals do you currently care for?
Like 80.
80?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because we also have, sheep and goats and llamas.
Oh, you still have them?
Yeah, we have quite a few horses now. We've gotten into gypsy vanners. That's kind of our new thing.
What is that?
They're a breed of horse, like a draft breed, and they're super beautiful and feathery. I'm going to actually put them on our page soon. And then we also got into Maine Coon cats. My daughter loves them, so that's kind of a new adventure that we're on.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What do you have in there? An armadillo?
Oh, yeah, I got Tuck Tuck. We got to talk about him. He's super cool.
Tuck, is that the one that I met?
Yes.
Oh, Tuck's scary. He's very nice. I just was scared.
Scary. He's just creepy looking to some people.
I know. Look at Tuck.
Tuck.
So this guy,
I feel like this is a dude
gotta
animal.
fix
Like
myself.
Nick wants to come check Tuck out.
So the kids love him. I've done a lot of programs this week at a school. So this is a Brazilian 3-banded armadillo. So this guy is native to Brazil. He's not the one that you guys are going to see down like in North America. If you guys have been like in, Arkansas, Tennessee, you see the ones on the side of the road usually. Those are like your 6-banded, your 9-bandeds. But this guy's actually native to the rainforest in Brazil. And he's the only one that can ball up completely like that to protect himself in a puzzle. So he's kind of neat. His name's Tuck Tuck. If anybody's seen the movie Raya and the Last Dragons, I don't know if you guys have seen it. A lot of kids have, but there's an armadillo in the movie. My hair's falling out. Let me fix myself.
So they just are on the side of the roads and...
In the South, In the South, the ones that are native here to the U.S., you're going to see a lot. Unfortunately, they get hit by cars often. So you see a lot of dead ones, and they're a lot bigger than, like, this guy's a smaller species. Let me see if I can get him down.
Now these guys are also nocturnal, so...
You got this, Nick?
Oh, I'm getting it.
Are you kidding? It looks like a big potato bug.
Doesn't it?
He's nocturnal?
Mm-hmm. And obviously he'll wake up during the day if we're doing stuff like this or there's outside stimulation.
He looks like a big potato.
You can hear the little tippy-tappies when he starts walking. If you can see his front, he walks on his nails on the front, actually. He's got big giant claws.
Do they have like feelings? Do they know siblings?
So they are actually, and a lot of this is with reptiles too. They have a lot more feelings and personalities than most people realize. Like this guy, I can't even explain it, but my middle daughter, Keely, this is her baby and he loves her. And when I pick him up, like you just saw, he'll ball up like that. He doesn't love me, but I also clip his nails, and he hates getting his nails clipped. But he will sit on the couch with her and unball, and he will put his hands like over her finger, and he just loves her.
That's so
cute. It's amazing. Like last night, she went in his enclosure, and he ran over and he sat with her.
Really?
Yeah, like he knows her, he loves her. It's really cool. Me, he absolutely hates me.
They have big ears.
Yeah.
They have good hearing.
And they don't have the greatest eyesight. And then mostly what they eat, of course, is going to be termites and ants. And that's why if you get a look at those front claws, that's of course what he uses to dig the ground with.
Really?
But they are a cool animal. They really are. And if you see, he's a mammal, so he's got hair. A lot of people are confused by the hair underneath him. But his whole belly there is hair.
Wow. How old do they live?
So I believe they're the same deal, like the 12 to 15. Now, unfortunately, with him, we suspect him to be between 5 and 6. But when we got him, he's a little bit smaller than they typically are, and he spends a lot of time running in circles.
I saw.
Yeah, and I don't know this for a fact, but my thought is because of his condition when we got him that he was probably kept in a small enclosure.
Aww.
So he would run in circles, and he kind of developed that habit. And he's in a large enclosure now, but sometimes he'll still resort to that. Where he just like runs in circles. So I mean, I'm hoping that his poor husbandry at the beginning doesn't affect his longevity. But
find them ants, buddy.
yeah,
You kill those if there's any in there.
Favorite food is hard-boiled eggs. He loves hard-boiled
Really?
eggs. Yeah, that's like his.
So I remember when you brought him before, something was. Is it the shell? Is a fingernail? Or they?
So
can
yeah,
bite
it's
through it?
basically like the same material as your fingernail.
Their shell can so things can pierce through that.
It would take a lot, but absolutely it could.
Oh
And they
my
call
God.
them a three-banded armadillo because they kind of, the way they're made so that they can fold up into a ball. You can see on the back it kind of forms 3 bands.
They're really funny.
He has a, actually I got the idea from the Buffalo Zoo. I haven't seen it, but they have an armadillo that has a cat wheel, I guess, and he runs on his cat wheel. So I got him a cat wheel because one of
Does
my...
he use it?
Not yet. We're working towards that. But some of the kids that came to visit us were like, did you see the one at the zoo? He just runs and runs and runs on his cat wheel. So I'm hoping that eventually he'll figure it out.
They're pretty fast.
He is.
Wait, this is so funny. I held him last time, and I remember when he like jerked, like it scared me. Or whatever.
Sometimes they'll pop open, and that's why I don't let like kids and stuff hold him. And another thing too is if you were to stick your fingers in here he closed, he could break your finger. Like
I
it's
remember you
that
saying
strong.
that.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold him, Nick?
He
It's
could
kind of a
break
guy
your
thing,
finger. Do you
but-
want to hold him?
Well, I remember last time you let me.
No, you can hold him. Yeah. And then sometimes though he'll pop open, and I don't let kids hold him because they can
It's
drop
scary,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, it is, and and then you never know if a kid did stick their finger in there. But yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
listen,
can hold him if you want. Yeah, as long as you don't put fingers in there, you're safe.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hold? Have you ever had an escape? An
Animal?
escape?
Somebody better knock on something. No. Well, so
Sorry.
the important thing is we do have like double doors on all our enclosures at the facility. So, ourselves and when we train people that are working there, the bottom line is there can be no mistakes when it comes to closing and locking enclosures.
That's a one and done.
Yeah, and I mean the great thing about ours is that all of our animals are very tame. I mean, even my otters, there's times where I'll take them for a walk in the yard and not outside of their enclosure, and they'll just follow me everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, the only thing they're going to stop for is a puddle for a minute to play in it. But so it's a big difference when you have hands-on animals that are tame.
And how many? You have a lot of employees that you have.
Pretty much, we usually only have ourselves. Then we have volunteers when we're over the road, and then we have 1 or 2. Well, we have like 3 people right now that are trained, to do the chores and the things at the farm, just in case there's an emergency or we have to leave. But that's one of the biggest things about having these animals too, is it's 365, 24/7. We don't do too many family vacations where we all go, because somebody always has to be there.
I know, that's kind of impossible.
We have my parents bought a house in Florida now, but it's nice because they have an enclosed pool. But if I go to Florida, the otters go to Florida too, and that's a whole. We have a truck and a trailer, and I mean, I bring more stuff for those otters than I do my kids. So.
Right.
But,
They could go swimming in the pool.
oh yeah.
That's so fun. What's the most expensive animal to own?
To own in general, there's
Like to
a
take
lot.
care of.
To take care of, or the ones I have, I would say overall would be the otters.
Yeah.
Just because of, like I said, they eat all fish and stuff like that. And then even like they do eat a cat food as well, but we feed them a prescription urinary tract cat food because they're prone to urinary issues. So we kind of do that preemptively.
Wow.
So yeah. But all of the animals really, there's really nothing inexpensive about any of. I mean, their diet is simple but very specific. I mean, their diet, believe it or not, comes in chewy. I mean, we get probably 15 to 20 boxes
how much
of
food do you
chewy.
go through
We
weekly?
get about 20 boxes of chewy every week at our door, and they do have kangaroo food. Actually, that's where we get their food from. But
Wow.
yeah, so I mean, all of them are pretty expensive because they do all have diverse diets and they're all very specific. And
Oh, I'm obsessed with him.
isn't he sweet? He is. They're all very mellow and tame, but he's a very I don't know, just kind of a stoic, mellow guy.
I'm so obsessed. Okay, so this is a rapid fire round that we do. I ask questions and you just quick, like bam, bam, bam. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Who's the biggest diva?
Animal
which one?
wise, I would say probably our one horse Indy. I would say Indy's a diva.
Really?
I would say yes.
Okay, biggest troublemaker.
Casper the otter, definitely.
Biggest cuddle bug.
Who's the cuddliest?
If he's not the cuddliest,
I was just thinking of. I was going to bring up one of the dogs maybe, but yeah, I would say the kangaroos overall are definitely the Joeys anyway.
Carly loved the kangaroo, remember?
Yes.
What's his name again?
I don't know. That's another thing. We're working on that. We need something that goes with Michael Jackson, and there's a story behind that, but.
My aunt.
Any
is
suggestions?
obsessed.
Feel
My
free.
aunt will know. She's obsessed with him right now, Michael Jackson.
There's a comeback. He was in a movie or something. I don't even know this because
Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it.
I'm kind of on the Michael Jackson train right now too.
Everybody
He
is.
was very misunderstood, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally on it.
Smartest animal.
Otters.
Loudest animal.
Otters.
Animal you'd trust to babysit your house. Did someone shit?
I didn't.
No. Yeah.
Trust the hell.
What
Oh
are
gosh.
you-
I'd like to say that
Someone says
probably
I
the
can
Rottweiler, but she's kind of a big lug too. I don't know if I really trust any of them. To watch
Really?
the house.
Okay.
They're
animal-
all so tame. They'd help people take things out. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, right. Like they'd work together.
Yeah. The otters would grab all sorts of stuff.
Animal you would never own again. Cover your ears, guys.
No, it's not them.
Oh, definitely
gosh,
not.
the public's gonna hate me for this, but it's the capybaras.
The capybaras.
The capybaras.
So I saw in Florida there's like a capybara cafe.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't want anything to do with humans, really.
No, it's not that. Like they do. They'll spend some time with you, but it's very much on their terms. They're just a lot of care. They're aquatic. So you have to have body of water for them, and a big one because they do spend a lot of time. They spend more time in water than my otters do.
Do you have like a
honestly.
lake or a
No,
pool?
well, we have a pond and then we have a big pool for them. But they urinate and they defecate in their water, and it's a big deal. They're a lot of maintenance. They
really?
are. Yeah.
And they're pretty big, right?
Yeah, they get upwards of 100 pounds. Mine are still juveniles, but they're coming 2 years old, and my females.
What are they?
90. They're a giant guinea pig, essentially.
That's insane.
Yeah, they are a 100-pound guinea pig, and the diet is similar. It's just that they're aquatic,
That is insane.
semi-aquatic.
What exotic animals are actually good pets?
I personally really don't think any are. I guess if you wanted to consider like a chinchilla or a hedgehog being an exotic pet, or certain like reptiles, but again, they all have so many challenges. Not saying that people can't, but they're a lot. They really are.
Is your vet the only like exotic vet
No,
in the
there's
area?
plenty.
Oh.
And I have a couple exotic vets too, because we always have quite a few vets available. Because if we have an emergency, they're not always available 24/7. So, but
Hopefully
that's
not. Does that happen often where someone needs something?
no. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen on a holiday or a weekend or so. Well, with your pets, your own pets. It's always
I've left in the middle of my lash service
So-
to take Carly to the vet before.
Yeah, but I mean, we have access to Cornell, which is nice. We have some good, veterinary hospitals down in Pennsylvania and things like that. But having access to that is big. And a lot of vets don't do exotics. So that's another big thing.
Well-
If you're going to get one, you have to make sure, first and foremost, that you have a vet that's going to be willing to take care of them, because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But ferrets and stuff like that I like to stick with, because really the specialized exotics are just, they're a lot. They really are.
That probably would go into the next question. What's something people see on social media that drives you crazy? What's something that you see on social media that drives you crazy? Maybe about like just glorifying
Ownership of these guys. Like I really try to preach that I don't ever say that these should be a pet ever. And it's not that we're anything special. I always tell people that it's just that this is what we do. This is what we dedicate our lives to. We understand that we're going to have a different lifestyle than most people, and it's a lot of work. I mean, that's all we do.
Should they ever be left at home like dogs?
Well, they can be left, and of course we have cameras on everything, and they're safe in their enclosures. You definitely have to have safe facilities for them so that you can leave them. But it's just they require just so much time.
Yeah,
and it's specialized. Everything's specialized.
Right.
Their diet, their veterinary,
right?
And, temperature control and things like that. It's just a huge. You're just so dedicated.
Yeah,
to it.
no, for sure. I know how busy you are.
And unfortunately, a lot of people. I mean, it is like when the novelty wears off.
Right.
Even me feeding a kangaroo. I've been feeding a kangaroo.
Right.
I don't think there's been many days.
You're not
where,
like
like 5 every couple hours round the clock. We're usually bottle feeding something, and it's a lot. It really is.
Thank gosh you have some help.
Yeah.
Some kids. Which animal surprises visitors the most?
It's funny. I was talking about that. So I did a lot of schools this week, so that's why this is coming to mind. But I always tease the kids. So this week I came to a couple schools, and I brought Tuk Tuk. I brought our sulcata tortoises, sheep, goats, llamas, different things.
Wow.
The kids love rabbits.
Really? I want to
Rabbits.
see like a big one.
Yeah,
I know
I'll bring
we
one
brought-
sometime.
yeah,
But I have big
the
continental
otters
giants,
one.
but I have little Holland lop rabbits. And I always tease them. I could bring a giraffe, an elephant, and a rhinoceros, and those kids are all over the bunnies. They love the bunnies.
They're cute and fuzzy.
Shock factor right now, though, people are super into the otters and the capybaras.
Yeah, they're obsessed. Which animal, okay, these are fun questions. Which animal is secretly the CEO of all the other ones?
Casper.
The otter? Which one would get canceled on the internet?
Casper.
Is Casper here?
No.
Oh.
No. This would be a difficult show.
Really?
He would be all over everything.
That's insane.
He's bad.
What's your favorite part of the job?
I gotta say, now it's going and hanging out with the otters.
Really?
Yes,
They're really fun.
I really do. I'll go in there and lay with them in their enclosure, and they're just all over me.
How can you have a bad day when you have animals to
It's
treat?
hard. And then my favorite part is when they're tired, because I'll go in there and they'll just all sleep. They'll lay with me and they'll take a nap, which is super cute.
You need a pic of that so I can see it. Okay, fact or fiction, and then we'll do a little show and tell, and then I know everyone's had a day. This is Joey edition. Fact or fiction? Baby kangaroos are born the size of a jelly bean.
Fact.
Yes, that is a fact. This is if I have all the cards, because
The
one of
otters ate
those
'em.
Ate them. Oh, well, Joey stays in a pouch for over 6 months. Fact.
Fact.
Kangaroos can walk backwards.
Fiction.
Yes, they physically cannot, right?
Nope.
So crazy. A joey can leave the pouch whenever it wants after birth.
No.
Good job. You know your shit.
Let's hope so.
Well, when I was asked lash and brow question
Don't you hate when
on Bubs, I was like, motherfucker, I know I'm not gonna know.
Well, I'm not even kidding either. This menopause journey, we need to do a podcast on that because I had
I'm sure that would get so many like things because it's real shit.
I don't know if you're, but there's no.
I'm 33.
I don't have
hope
words.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I have no words. Like sometimes I can't talk. Sometimes nothing comes out. My weave is falling out of my hat right now because I don't have hair because I have menopause. Well, it's also because I take fat girl drugs. But anyway,
why do we have to be women?
We need to have all sorts of podcasts.
Nick, any of these problems or
Smooth sailing over here.
okay. Kangaroos use their tail like a fifth leg.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
You're good at this. Okay, they ate my cards. Oh, that was the otter one. Oh, can kangaroos swim?
Yes.
Can otters use tools?
Yes.
Joeys are born with fur.
No.
Otters are always playful.
Yes.
Oh, I thought F was fiction, but it's fact. Yeah, you're right. On all of those. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not going to tell her she's wrong about this. No, you're right.
Oh, they
are. Kangaroos only live in Australia. Who wrote this?
Fiction. They're not even
Our
technically
fiction.
only native to there, but no.
Otters can close their ears underwater.
Mm-hmm.
They can? That's so cool. It is a fact. A kangaroo's tail is just for balance.
Just?
Go with your instinct.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, you were going to say no.
Okay,
pretty
no,
much,
because I don't
but
think
yeah.
so.
No, not
No.
just. Mhm.
It's for lots of things.
Otters have pockets in their skin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you potty train a kangaroo?
No.
Well, he's not.
No. No.
The otter can meet a grown man. Can a kangaroo jump higher than your garage?
Then my garage. No.
An average garage.
No. Well, we have 8-foot fencing. Pretty much you want to have 8 foot for a kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, they can clear 4 foot easily. I've seen it 5 foot easily. I've seen it 6 foot. Not so much 8 foot. You're safe.
Really?
Yeah.
And baby kangaroos poop in their pouch. That's a fact. I've seen it.
Yes, they poop in
Little
mama's
baby
pouch
turds.
and mom cleans it up. Some better than others, just like humans. Like you can look in some mom's pouches and they don't.
How do they clean it?
They lick it. Yeah, they eat their poop and pee and they clean it. And some are better housekeepers than others because you can look in a pouch and it'll be all dirty and nasty. And
He's opening up for you. They eat their own shit. Oh my god. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? All right, let's see here. They basically tore the rest up. Okay. So, has there ever been a time, and then we could cuddle with them, that you ever wanted to quit? Not that you really have an option.
it's a lot. It's a lot. It really is. It
You
truly
get just,
is.
like,
With the different
exhausted?
rules and regulations, and a lot of times, trying to do best for the animals sometimes, because like for instance, that new law that's passing is prohibiting the traveling with, and I don't know exactly all the animals listed, but off the top of my head, it's kangaroos.
Oh, there's
wallabies.
more.
Yeah, I believe primates, big cats, maybe, which I can't fight that law. I don't want to fight that law because I don't think it's okay for most people to travel with kangaroos. It truly isn't.
And what does travel mean? Just driving across state lines?
Taking them to fairs, taking them here. Just traveling with them. Now, kind of a known fact, kangaroos are very susceptible to stress myopathy, changes, noise, things like that, and that kills them pretty fast. Now, in my case, I've not dealt with any of that in any of my animals ever, and it's not because we're anything special, it's just because we kind of are, we're exclusive to the kangaroos. So we do this with them from this age, and they travel with us all the time. I mean, my kangaroos, there's people that have kangaroos that are in, because we're part of a macropod society that's throughout the world, and people come together and just kind of talk about, different things, health things, environmental, whatever. And I think a lot of those people don't even believe that I do a lot what I do with kangaroos, because they can't imagine, like, my kangaroos will watch fireworks with me at a fair. And it's not that we're anything special, it's that we spend so much time traveling with them and getting them used to that. A lot of, like at a zoo, if you were to take a lawnmower in their kangaroo enclosure, and it's not that they're doing anything wrong, it's just that they don't do it all the time, their kangaroos could potentially, one of the biggest way captive kangaroos can die is they'll spook, run into a fence, and break their necks.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. So like ours, ever since they're babies, we'll go right inside their enclosure. We'll make noise. We'll use our weed whackers. We'll use our lawnmowers. And it's just constantly introducing them to noise and different things. Otherwise, you couldn't travel with them. And like many things, people see a money grab. I'm going to get kangaroos. We're going to take them around. We're going to make money. But they don't realize the time that you need to put into it to make the animals safe and comfortable doing it. So, I wasn't about to fight the law because I truly don't believe, A, they should be pets, and B, I don't think a lot of people should travel with them. I don't think it's, if you're not going to dedicate your life to it, it's not fair to the animals. It truly isn't. So
maybe some kind of restriction or something.
And there's certain
what are you
going to
do instead? Because that's a big
focus at home. Okay. Start doing encounters.
That will be better on you too.
Yeah, and I'm getting older, and it's not easy to hit the road with 20 animals and spend a week at a fair. It's a lot. We have to set up their whole enclosure. And we set up a huge enclosure, and we make it so it's very natural to them. They're all loose. They're not. People walk right in amongst them. They're not stuck in like little cages where you can gawk at them. They actually have a very natural environment when they're on the road.
That's insane. So, okay, well, to wrap it up, you're shifting to your house and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So and I know you do some things there now, so where can we find you? What are your specialties, and how do people book?
Basically, Niagara Down Under, the website, and we do have all the social media platforms. I have somebody that runs that for us. I don't know a whole lot of that, but we have the TikTok, Snapchat, all that. And just follow our social media. Right now, I don't have any private encounters posted on the page because we're still working on improvements and stuff like that. But as we get them, we will post them. No, but I don't have any live encounters right now. The second we post them, they sell out.
I've seen some. Like for booking.
Yeah, to come and like do the private encounter with the otters, or to come and do it with the capybaras. I don't have any live right now, but we do. We post them.
Is it normal that he's peeing and kind of eating it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's not stressed? Mm. Okay. You're licking your pee, buddy? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
I can hear it, actually.
Okay.
Like I can hear it happening in the
Stop
microphone.
it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I can't tell what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Oh.
Don't lick me.
It's a good closer.
Don't lick me now. Well, okay, so I'll tag your socials, and when you post them, they book. But can they call and?
Oh yeah.
Set something
Yeah, there's
up?
phone numbers. There's an email address. There's a page and all that, and they can reach out and get information.
Yeah, and I know you guys, you got a lot of your social media going on with the clips. People love food and animals.
Yeah.
I've always said I could post a naked picture, and I literally get more messages about like, where's that dinner, or what animal is that? So
it's funny the things that you get people. You would think, oh, this one's gonna go, and it doesn't, and it's crazy.
The less effort.
Yeah, and I think it's harder now too. I think if you had gotten kind of a big following, even a couple of years ago, I feel like the algorithms are very difficult now.
People are all talking about that. Like, views don't turn into followers. People just look is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, it's hard now. It is hard. It's very.
Well, we'll do what. Oh, he's touching himself. Well, buddy, we're gonna visit with them for a second, but today was definitely a very traditional episode, but hopefully you guys got as much entertainment out of them as we did, and take everything Laura said about don't get any ideas. No one's buying a baby kangaroo. It's all for professionals.
Yeah, and like right now I'm just looking at my little armadillo, and he's got some hair wrapped around the end of his penis, so that's something I'm going to have to worry about later. So this is the kind of stuff. He's got hair wrapped around the end of his penis. So what are we going to have to do tonight? We're going to have to try to get that off, because that could become a problem.
She's going to have to, so unless you want to do that on a Wednesday night at 10 o'clock, leave
what
it
do you do in the evening?
Well, thank you so much. I love you. Thanks for taking time out of this. Crikey, mate. See you guys.
Well, you're mad at me now, aren't you?